Repetitive overseeding, spreading seed to reduce lawn weeds. Would you like a better lawn without using herbicides? Although many Americans have been told that having a better lawn means using chemical herbicides, that isn't the only solution. Lawns infested with annual weeds, most notably crabgrass, can be improved through a technique called repetitive overseeding. Repetitive overseeding increases the density of the desirable grass in the lawn, which crowds out weeds and fills in bare spots. First pioneered at Iowa State and Cornell universities for sports fields, we've been demonstrating how repetitive overseeding can benefit lawns here in upstate New York for over 15 years. First, let's talk about crabgrass. Crabgrass is an annual weed with coarse green leaves which germinates from seed in early spring and grows rapidly. Here it is infesting a new lawn. If left unchecked, the crabgrass creates a dense cover during the summer. After producing seeds, it starts to die in autumn, leaving the soil bare and exposed to erosion over the winter. The following spring, new crabgrass seedlings will emerge again. Chemical lawn care programs rely on pre-emergent herbicides applied in early spring every year to keep these new crabgrass seedlings at bay. Thousands of acres of lawns are treated with pre-emergent herbicide in New York State. Repetitive overseeding can offer an alternative to using herbicide every year. So what is repetitive overseeding? It is simply using a drop spreader, like this one, to apply grass seed over an existing lawn several times. We do this from late August into October. By applying high rates of seed several times over many weeks, it is very likely that a good percentage will germinate. So the two types of grass seed we have used are perennial ryegrass and tall fescue. As the crabgrass slowly starts to die in September and October, the new grass seed germinates, and the new seedlings fill in and take over. Here are new perennial ryegrass seedlings amongst the crabgrass. By late October, these seedlings will make a dense stand, and next spring they will be there to crowd out the next wave of crabgrass. These two strips of dark green perennial ryegrass seeded in late summer and fall of the previous year are crowding out the light green crabgrass in the unseeded areas around them. Let's look at an example of repetitive overseeding. Here's the 9/11 Memorial Park in Lansingburg, New York. This photo, taken in the spring of 2017, shows that most of the lawn is dead crabgrass. But by midsummer, there was a full cover of new, dense crabgrass. In late August, we overseeded long strips with either perennial ryegrass seed at a rate of 3 pounds of seed per 1,000 square feet, or tall fescue seed at a rate of 4 pounds of seed per 1,000 square feet. Now here's the repetitive part. We seeded 3 more times in September and twice more in October for a total of 6 times due to the very dry weather. Under normal rainfall, 4 times would be enough. By late October, we could see some dramatic results. As the crabgrass died, you can see that on the left, we had a cover of 95% new seedlings in the perennial ryegrass plots, as you can see on the right side of this photo. The tall fescue plots had a cover of 85% new seedlings, as you can see on the left side of this photo. The dead crabgrass is on the right, and you can see the clover persisted because it doesn't mind dry weather. The unseeded area, which you can see surrounds the perennial ryegrass and the tall fescue plots, is 95% dead crabgrass. That's all the brown stuff around the edges. And you can see we also have some fall leaves on the ground. Here's another look at our healthy green test plots surrounded by the dead crabgrass. Next year, these plots will be full of this ryegrass and fescue and need no pre-emergent herbicide to keep the crabgrass out. Here's a few final thoughts. If your soil is low in nutrients, a starter fertilizer made for lawns may help. Do a soil test with the help of your local Cooperative Extension office for an accurate picture of your soil's fertility. Late August to early October works for repetitive overseeding for us in upstate New York, but you might need to adjust the timing to fit where you live. Weather conditions, especially rainfall and temperature, will influence your results.